I have never wanted soup so much in my life. I'm tempted to go back and watch In the Soup and count how many times the word soup is mentioned. I may well just do that. This is the third episode of the first and only season of the Debbie Reynolds Show. And in this one, Debbie is in the supermarket or the grocery store, and she finds out that a man is dressed as a clerk who is secretly filming people who have bought or have Peterson's soup in their carts. And obviously she knows that this is happening, and she puts some Peterson soup in her cart and accidentally bumps into him. And Debbie Reynolds gives this wonderful performance of a person who doesn't know the cameras are on her, but who definitely does, and I feel like that's exactly how somebody in her situation would act. And this is great. She's going to be in a commercial for Peterson soup, but for reasons I won't explain, it could jeopardize one of her or her husband's opportunities. And the big question is, will the advert air? Will the commercial still go on with Debbie in it? And will her husband actually find out about it? And I'm not going to answer those questions, but I will say I found it to be quite delightful. I feel like the final scene, which took up, I'd say, a good half of the episode, ran a little bit thin. It got a little bit repetitive, but not so much that it, completely hindered my enjoyment or anything. But I do feel like maybe they needed just one other scene in there to maybe tighten up the pacing just a little bit. But generally, I found it to be delightful. I want soup now. I really want soup. It's definitely a good advertisement for soup in general. Great performance from Debbie Reynolds, of course, and an unpredictable narrative as well. I hadn't predicted certain things would happen, so I rather enjoyed it. In the Soup is definitely a funny episode, an episode that made me hungry for soup, and one that I'd happily watch again. As I said, I might count how many times the word soup is mentioned. If I ever do that, I'll put it in the description just for information. But not surprisingly, I really enjoyed the episode.